Yo, what's going on, everybody? We got Pill in the house. We got Mike in the house. And Jay is getting ever so closer to getting back on this thing. He is at home, recovering well, and he will be back on here and we'll be grilling him once again when he gets
Mm-hmm.
back on here. And man, shout out to Pill, man. Went to was it Mobile? Mobile?
Mobile, yeah, yeah.
Mobile, Alabama. You said had fam graduated, right?
Now, my daughter graduated Thursday,
Yeah.
but
I seen that.
went to my cousin vow renewal.
Oh, okay.
So,
That
yeah,
was up.
yeah,
Cool,
man,
man. So how was it down there, man?
man. It great Southern hospitality. That's man. It
Oh,
was
okay.
great. That was my first
Did it
time ever.
remind you back home? Did it remind you of here? Places remind you of here when you rode through there? Cause
Uh,
I rode through some places like I'd be like it was in Atlanta. And I'm like that kind of remind me of like being on like Rodney Perham or something. You know what I'm saying?
that- it
Yeah.
it it, it kind of remind me of Texas and Louisiana mixed together.
Okay, yeah, you did text me that. Yeah, Texas, Louisiana. I never been to Louisiana, but yeah.
Like it's flat land, but
Mm.
like it's not that many
Okay.
hills. You
Yeah.
know,
Okay. That makes sense.
Florida too, because it's hot. It rain and
Ooh.
then it just get hot.
That tropical. Is it tropical weather in Alabama too?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They get
Mm.
their
It rain one
hurricane.
minute, then it's humid the next minute, then
Man,
gloomy the next
scorching,
minute.
leaking.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mosquitoes crazy down there too?
Um, I didn't get bit by mosquitoes,
Okay.
but I think it is bad. I think it is bad. I want to say because I kind of
Yeah.
sprayed off on me before I was because I didn't
Oh,
know
okay.
it. Like, make sure.
So what do they have like a restaurant down there that's like local to them? They're fast food or something like that we don't have here? Cause is
Uh,
Bojangles big down there?
yeah, yeah.
Okay. I
Bojangles,
figured that was I heard that was big down there, Bojangles. Yeah. Okay.
Bojangles, crystals.
Crystal. Oh, this thing got crystals. That's what's up. I wish
Yeah.
we had that here. That'd be cool.
What's another one? Caverns, something like that. Caverns.
Okay.
I'll say that.
Okay.
But yeah, the food trucks and all that. That's what pop.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that
Pop.
makes sense.
Them food trucks
It's
pop.
way more people down there. What kind of food? Like more soul food, or was it like everything? Just all kind of
Everything, a gang of
all kind of.
seafood stuff.
Yeah, that makes sense. Y'all right there by the bay,
Yeah,
Gulf. Yeah, that makes
yeah,
total sense.
gang of seafood places.
I've grown up in shipping business, you know.
Yeah, man, for real. Man, y'all got 32 ways to make a crab leg, man. Gosh.
Yeah, we gotta say Happy Memorial Day to everybody. All our veterans out there. I got family. My dad he was in what was he? National Guard. A cousin. Shout out to Little Bit. She was in
Yo,
Army. You know what I'm saying? Army nurse. You know what I'm saying? I think she might be close to retirement now. She been in there for a minute. But shout out to all the veterans, man. Who, you know what I'm saying? Serve the country, man. It's not an easy thing to do, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, no more.
You get some people that was in the army and everything talk about like how it was, how they had to navigate through that to get to 30 years of being in the military. So if anybody want to talk about that, the military experience, come on here and hit us up. Let us know, man. Get these kids the insight on how to make it and retire from the military. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there's more
Yeah,
so
that'd be cool.
veterans. There's more so veterans, but they lost some people too. Memorial
Oh,
Day,
100%.
they lose.
Yeah, I think people don't realize that even in the streets, of war, man, is not good. You may watch it on TV, they make it sound like it's so cool, but it's really not in real life.
Hmm.
The trauma that's behind it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Somebody you grown cool with, you see them blow to pieces on the streets or in the field, you know what I'm saying, war zone, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, because
It ain't cool, man. You
yeah,
know what
because
I'm saying?
they actually they brothers and sisters. You know what I'm saying? The
Hmm.
battle buddies.
Yeah, man. So
All walks of
shout
life.
out Memorial Day to the people who serve this country 100%. So we finna get into it, man. We probably ain't gonna be here for a super long time either. It's just coming on, so the algorithm don't beat us up because they'll beat us up, but put no content out, boy. They don't show you no love on YouTube. Boy.
Man.
Before we get into this, man, man, I'm starting to see it, man. I think if you're not a celebrity,
Mm.
if you're not famous, you don't have a whole bunch of money to throw at production. I think a lot of people are buying a lot of views and stuff. Like I've seen it. Like even us when we at 270, sometimes
Mm.
I be getting DMs on the channel, on
Mm.
like Instagram or something.
Yeah.
They be saying you could buy. Like man, I'm not doing that for what, man. First of all, I'm too cheap to even buy that anyway. You know what I'm saying? But it did show me that some people they be skipping. You know, they be and there ain't nothing wrong with it. Well, that
Yeah.
how you float your boat, but
Yeah.
I'm saying anybody that want to make content, just know it ain't instant. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. 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 You like I
So
say,
it's gonna cost you a lot of money, man. A lot. You know what I'm saying?
it is like you can buy them to where it'll reach a whole different audience. But yeah.
Yeah, I'm not talking even that. Yeah, the boosting. But I'm saying people be like, I was looking at some videos, some podcasts. They said dudes be like buying followers. Like they will pay somebody to. They have like a bunch of cell phones lined up or something, and they can
Oh
just go
yeah.
to
Yeah. Yeah.
subscribe to your
Yes.
TikTok channel, Instagram channel.
Yeah.
Because people don't realize to get 1 million followers and man, that ain't easy to do, man. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? That's not easy to do at all. Just to get 100,000 followers is pretty crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you're just a local person, a regular person, and you're not famous, and
Yeah.
you got 300,000 followers, man, that ain't easy to do, man. Unless you're doing some crazy stuff, like say most of the Instagram models, because they on there shaking, but they on their butt naked. You know what I'm saying? Dudes in there gawking and stuff like that, but regular people though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's rough out there, man. Unless you just talking greasy, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
It ain't
And
easy.
then, and then bad news gonna beat you home when you talking crazy.
Bad news gonna beat you up. All right, everybody going through this now after graduation. The last week of school look like. What does it look like, Peel?
Hey man, more bills, higher bills. Oh, definitely higher bills.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Give kids a chance to really think of what they gonna do with their life. You know what I'm saying?
If they be still long enough to think, you know what I'm saying? A lot of times. First of all, when you think about school, I know when we was coming up, I know depending on what year period you was in. I know at Dunbar, the last week of school, some people be fighting for no reason. Some parents don't even let their kids go to school.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and it's not a whole bunch of people that go to school that on that last week anyway, because like I said, a lot of times it's the last week and you done with work and everything. So it just depends on what area, what
Mm-hmm.
era I guess you grew up in, but I know in junior high though, the last week of school could be pretty crazy. You know what I'm saying? I've seen it with my own 2 eyes, like be a
Oh.
string of fights, or some people do some crazy stuff. They get suspended going into the next year. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. You start the school suspended. You know what I'm saying? I seen that happen. You know what I'm saying? Like you say at home, if you're a parent, last week of school, like I say, grocery bill gonna go up.
Mhm.
Thermostat, the bills gonna go in one time and had to air on too much. You got to control that.
Yeah, yeah,
Some parents they nervous about their kids going out, being outside because you don't know what they're getting into. If you're a single
right.
parent, because you at work, kids out there in the streets, you know what I'm saying. You hope that they're not hanging around the wrong crowd. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying. So,
Yeah, yeah.
um, it's an algorithm. It's almost like an algorithm, man. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying.
yeah. Yeah, kids
100%.
they don't see it, but we see it, because
Yeah.
we've
Mm-hmm.
been there and done that. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's a lot of stuff to get into, and it's gonna be hard to get
Yeah.
out.
Yeah. 100%. You think about, the men, you think about like in the streets, out there, I hope they ain't banging at this time. I hope banging is pretty much kind of phased out now, but
Yeah.
I hope they ain't trying to sell dope, trying to get in the game. A lot of times, this is when a lot of dudes get in the game because it ain't got a lot of time. They ain't get their time not patched up.
Hmm.
Then you got to think about the girls. You hope that, dudes not trying to talk to your daughters and stuff while you at work and dude trying to come in the house. You know what I'm saying? That
Hmm.
happens too.
Yeah.
Sometimes the girls come on to the dudes. They don't get talked about enough either. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You trying to be out there with the homie, she calling you, talking about Netflix and chill, and this ain't even a house. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That happens too. A lot of crazy
Oh,
stuff happened in the summer, that June and
yes.
July.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah,
try to find something to do or make sure,
yeah, 100%.
'cause ain't gonna be no land around here not doing nothing.
The boy said ain't gonna be no letter right
Always business,
here.
never personal.
Oh man! All right, to pick one. So people on Memorial Day,
Mhm.
half rack of ribs or the brisket. Which one you picking?
And done right, man. You can't go wrong with them ribs.
Yeah, you can't go wrong because you got to cook brisket right. Everybody can't
Yeah.
make brisket right. Some people
Mm-hmm.
make it, that stuff be dry.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a pillar sitting on the grill. They didn't cook it too long, like a
Man.
pillar or something. But some people make it, boy, man. You can see the juices just running off that thing.
Yeah.
Man.
You know what I'm
But yeah,
saying?
you can't go wrong with ribs though. Yeah, because you got to do brisket right. If you don't cook it long right or season it right, it ain't gonna be. It's that's a lot of meat to cook, man.
Mm-hmm.
Ribs, what, a couple of hours? Ribs, a couple of hours.
It depends.
If you
I do.
smoke, I guess if you're smoking it, but if you're grilling
Yeah.
it, may not be as long as a couple of hours, or an hour and a half, something like that.
I prefer mine smoked. So.
Oh yeah, who don't? I mean,
Yeah.
it's very rare somebody like putting ribs like on the grill. It's very rare unless they don't want to spend the time to smoke. But
Yeah.
definitely,
Yeah.
ribs is the bomb. Like I said, we went to I was telling you, we went to Wright's
Mm-hmm.
barbecue Saturday,
Mm-hmm.
and I was hungry, but I got the half rack of ribs from Wright's, and I ate 3 of the ribs.
Mm.
And I was full, man. I was like,
Yeah.
man, I ain't been this full in a minute, man. What in the world am I getting that old? But man, I couldn't eat all of it. I had to take it to go, man. Usually I go the whole hog, I eat all they ribs, but it seemed like they had a little bit more bark. They had a little bit more meat on their ribs, though.
Yeah. I would say
I was
you
like,
probably
man,
caught them at a good time. They hit
yeah, it
and
was
miss.
packed.
They
Yeah.
hit and miss.
I'm gonna try the beef ribs next. I know that's a lot of meat, though, man. The beef rib, that's a lot of meat, man. That's probably one beef rib is probably 3 pork ribs.
Nah,
Them things are
I
huge,
say,
bro.
man, them portions be kind of scam, you know.
Man, they didn't give us no skin, boy. That man, them ribs they had some meat on there. I was like, man, this is crazy, man. Yeah. I'm talking about I was on empty stomach. I think I ate 2 of them and I was like, man, wait a minute. Am I full already? This is crazy. Yeah. But yeah, you can't go. Let us know in the comments who you go with, half rack of ribs or brisket. You know what I'm saying? But some people like brisket though. I'm more of a, like I said, I'm more of a ribs, sometimes pulled pork, but you can't go wrong with ribs, man. If you make them ribs right, where they ain't where you can actually bite into it and it don't be stuck on the bone. It's soft,
Yeah.
man. Whew, man.
Yeah, that's how you know it.
Ooh,
Fall
man.
off the bone, it was overcooked. It's overcooked.
Yeah.
Some
Man.
people like y'all fall off the bone, but
Yeah.
I used to be like that too.
So
Uh,
you start grilling, you start learning a little something.
it's like,
Yeah.
man, when you bite into it, that's when it's a clean bite.
Yeah. All right, guys, on to the next topic. This is another thing, people that graduating, right? The transition from living with parents to on your own.
Mm.
That's a heck of a transition. It don't get talked about enough, man. I mean, it's so many aspects that you can talk about. But I know for me, I didn't do it right out of high school. I think I did it a couple years out of high school because my mom, she got married, moved to Malvern, said I can rent the house from her. And like she didn't give me no discounts, you know what I'm saying? At all. You know what I'm saying? She wanted her rent and I had to get a room. And that's when I got shout out to BJ, shout out to fam, shout out to my boy Leroy Mark. Some people call him Marcus, but shout out to him, rest in peace. But roommated with BJ and fam first, man, boy. And that's what I'm saying. That discipline part, we didn't have that. But boy, when I tell you, boy, we was out there, man. She's like, my mom said, you can handle it, right? I'm like, yeah, I got it. I'm good. Because I'm gonna pay my bill because I want to be independent, man. I do not want to live under somebody else's roof. I was too independent by that time. I think I was like 22, 20, 21, something like that. When she moved. And but yeah, man, learning how to pay your own bills, man. That transition from there, like, it's your bills now. You know what I'm saying? Even if you got roommates, you still got to pay your part.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think we was paying like $300 a piece because it was like $900 at that time for
Yeah.
all the utilities and stuff, like $900 a month. So we was paying like $300 a piece.
Oh yeah,
And
that's
man,
breaking even.
it was that.
Hey,
And I was
when
thinking I was working at Red Cross. I think I had was I paying the car note then too? I think I was. And man, I remember when I first was doing it, I was working at Red. Was I working at Red Cross then? I think I was. I would only have so much left over, probably like 200, something like that, between checks after paying bills and stuff. How we
yeah,
made it, I don't know, but we did.
yeah,
Definitely a lot of us when Walmart was cheaper shopping at Walmart. We didn't even cook that much. We had a stove. We barely even used. That's what's crazy. I think I cooked every now and then, but I wasn't even. I was moving around so much. That's why I understand the struggle of being still because man, we moved around so much. Like I
hmm
said, if you weren't talking to a girl, you was somewhere, you know, staying with the homeboy, kicking it with the homies or something. And then we was at home, it probably was, you know, saying girl want to come over or something.
hmm
But you used to buy everything, like go out to eat or
hmm
something, you know what I'm saying? We
hmm
young, that's the thing. I think that would have been that life hack is to cook
Yeah.
more, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
For the same amount of money.
that
And I
pick five
remember,
was my best friend.
yeah. So what was that transition like for you? Because I know it was a
It
learning
was
curve. I was like, wow, I gotta
it was
I gotta figure it out.
mine. It was. I wouldn't say it was rough. It was the
Yeah,
like before I got into it, it was rough. But
yeah.
once I got into it, it was pretty straight because I stayed next door to my grandma. So
Oh, okay.
it was kind of like okay, she coaching me through it. Like I didn't know I didn't know about bridge payments and none of that stuff. I just paid it outright.
Yeah.
I don't want nothing to be left over to go to the next
Boy.
bill. And
100%. And see, I used to just give my mom the money. I didn't even
mm,
look at the bill. I just we give her $300 a piece. They go 900,
yeah,
and we back out in the streets. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
I didn't even look at no bills. I
yeah.
didn't, and then it didn't really dawn on me that I got to tighten up on the bills till when I got married. But
Mhm.
otherwise, now I just gave her 300. We gave her 300 a piece. That was the deal, and that's what we did, and move on. You know what I'm saying? I think right before I got married, I started looking at bills, and that's when you can start doing it online a little bit. I think that
Mhm.
was more my thing. But as far as going up to the water company and doing
Yeah,
all that, I didn't
that's what
do
I
a lot
do.
of that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
I
because it
always,
started beginning digital. It started becoming digital at that point.
yeah, and
Yeah,
that what I say. Like I was old school, so I didn't trust the banks. So I just have
yeah,
shoe boxes full of money.
yeah. I remember that. I remember that too. You used to have to. You didn't have to. You didn't have to have a bank account. They just give you a paper check and you just
Yeah.
go cash it. And the bank may charge you like $1. I don't know, charge you something. You just got your thumbprint or something, but and
Yeah.
then they start doing direct deposit. That's so you have to have a bank account. You know what I'm saying? But
They,
yeah, I remember them days though.
oh,
Yeah.
she was my girl at the time, but my wife now, she was like, "Why do you have shoe boxes full of money? Why? You can go get a bank account." And
I don't understand, man. When
I was like,
you grow up in the inner city, man, it's
"Oh,
just some
trust
little
them."
shit, man. You know what I'm
I,
saying?
I think my first one was with Bank of America, and they
Yeah.
were so bad, and I was like, I can't do this. Then
Yeah, I was with a Metropolitan. That's what I used to be with Metropolitan. My mom bank with. I think the thing that helped it not be so much of a struggle is I used to help my mom pay bills when I was before she moved to Malvern when I was out of high school. Even in high school, I think about it, but I used to help her pay bills. That's how I learned how to sacrifice. You gotta sometimes as the man of the house, you gotta sacrifice, you know what I'm saying, in order to pay those bills, you know what I'm saying. I kinda learned that. But and that made it a little bit. It made me kind of understand a little bit more. Like to get that 300, I'm gonna have to. Some things I ain't gonna be able to do at certain times, depending on what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And make that happen. But man, it's a transition, man. It's not as easy as it sounds, as we
no, it
probably
really
making
ain't.
it sound. But you got to learn how to sacrifice. You got to learn how to prioritize. What's the priority? Because I used to do stupid stuff when I was younger too. Be buying Jordans, knowing I don't need
Yeah.
no Jordans, but I go buy them anyway. Then, oh mom, man, I'm a little short. I don't
Mhm.
care if you short. No, you better have my money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You
So
know, yeah, like I say, that transition, it was kind of, yeah, Like I had to step out there on my own with nothing. Like it was like I had to build it from the ground up.
Yeah, that's a little different too. You're building
Yeah.
from the ground up because you got to try to get in the house. You know, you got to see background checks and all this stuff. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Yeah.
And then
And
I
then,
was
like I say, not having the discipline that you need as a man to say no with women and stuff, dealing with women when she moved them out, and I had that freedom now. No more leashes, man. Even though I was already out there anyway, I just didn't do it in front of her. Man, when you got your own place and
man.
girls know that, and that kite get out there, oh man, Mike got a car and he got his own place. What? Yeah, man. Learning how to say no is hard, but you got to learn how to say no. Sometimes you just got to go down that path, man. Like I was
Yeah.
listening to him talking to Cam Newton, Nuri Muhammad. You see the interview?
Nah, I didn't
He
say
was
that.
saying that he was asking him about he was talking about his past, and he was saying that sometimes, man, you shouldn't be so worried about your past unless you just at a place now where you don't want to be. But he was like, man, everything works together for the good. Sometimes whatever you went through it helps you to understand where you are now, and maybe you can help somebody that's going through that same
Mhm.
thing. You know what I'm saying? But don't hang it over your head. Don't hang your own past over your head. You know what I'm saying? Because
Oh,
you got people that enough people doing it as it is.
yeah. And
It's
some
just
people,
like
and some people even know your story, and show they be like, man, boy, you came a long way. Like,
man, for real.
oh.
Yeah. Yeah, me and BJ, we mess with each other all the time, man. Said, boy, we done came a long way, man. A long way. Cause
Man,
man,
like,
when we was I know I speak for me. I don't know about them, but when she moved out and my whole perspective was it's almost like playing sports, man. Like what records am I gonna break before I retire? You know what I'm saying?
mhm.
Like I just gotta get all this out of my system before I retire, man. You know what I'm saying? And even though it sounds crazy, but I'm glad I did it because if I wouldn't have done, I probably would have destroyed my marriage. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
But because
That's
it's
what.
just some things I just didn't know. I really didn't know. You know what I'm
uh,
saying? About, dealing with women, being a man. So
That's where a lot of people make that mistake at. You didn't get out the system before you even, decide to settle down.
hmm.
A lot of
the
people.
only the only downside is when you try to settle down. Now you got to unlearn so much stuff that you did. You know what I'm saying? That you just can't do. And when you in a committed relationship, you know what I'm saying? Because man. I used to didn't like people keeping track of me. I don't even know why I
I
didn't like
still
that.
don't.
Maybe because my dad was like that, but I didn't like that. What you mean ask me where I'm going? Don't ask me where I'm going. You know what
I
I'm
still don't.
saying?
Right? I still don't. I ain't going nowhere but to the corner store. But I'm just saying.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
But
So
that's part of it though, because anything can happen now.
yeah, anything. You right. Anything can happen. That's true. And I think learning how to be able to coexist
Yeah.
with another person is not you. You know what I'm saying? Or the opposite sex, like a woman, coexist with a woman outside of having sex with her, you know what I'm saying? When you're younger, it's just all about, you think about that, but you always start getting wise and learn how to coexist. Like how can you live with a woman, y'all the opposite? I mean, y'all totally opposite of each other, you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
and I think one of the most interesting things before we move off this, I know it's pretty funny, but how certain people attract to each other, like certain personalities. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like you see dudes he be talking about girls he be talking to, like, man, she do this, this, and this. You're like, why I haven't ran into, but it's like certain personalities, they just attract. We like you see your homeboy, like I always attract to strong willed women. I don't know why. Maybe I don't know because of my personality, but but I've seen dudes that attract women that, what I'm saying, that's on another side of the spectrum as far as, what I'm saying, they were not strong willed. They just do just about anything for them, you know what I'm saying? I never really ran into girls. Like I always ran into the borderline feminist kind, kind of women,
I'm
you know what
strong,
I'm saying?
independent. I
I'm
don't need.
independent, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I always ran into those, man.
Yeah. But appreciate you. I want you to be independent.
Yeah, man. I love it.
Yeah.
It's all the game for me. I'm just, hey man, that's fine. Run that cover too. I got an offense forward, man. You know what I'm saying? I'll run that cover too. I got something for it.
Yeah.
All right, another big one. Potato salad or coleslaw.
Man.
It just depends on who make it. I guess that's the thing. It depends on who make it. You know what I'm saying?
Potato salad, man. Come on, man.
It depends. Like some people put too much mustard in there. They use the wrong kind of mustard. Like what kind of mustard you use, man? Good God.
Oh no.
Boy, this mustard strong than a mug. Yeah, well, some people make some good coleslaw. It depends on who make it, man.
Yeah.
Usually some people, man, I don't know if black people do it, but some people they put raisins in their potatoes. It's like, what? What? Who put raisins in their potato salad? Well, yeah, I see that happen before. You be at the what's out the potluck at work. It's like raisins. Is that potato salad? What is that? I don't know
I'm
what
glad
that
I
is.
know. I've never only time I seen raisin and potato salads at a buffet, but I
Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, I know potato salad if it's made right though, yeah, it's good though. You can't beat it. But boy, if it got too much mustard in it, or sometimes they put the onions are too fresh. You get those food giant onions, man, or rally onions that you put in. You smell like onions for the rest of the day.
No, it's when they didn't cook the potatoes fully off, man. What is this?
They didn't boil them enough long enough. They still kind of hard. Little crunchy. Look crunchy. Oh man.
I don't even care.
Man. But when it's made right though, it's a work of art when it's made right though, man.
Who made the potato salad?
Ribs made right and potato salad made right. Because it ain't nothing worse to have it. So you got the good potato salad, but the ribs, the meat is too tough. Like they're overcooked, it's too tough. Or you're like, man, what in the world? This meat tough. It's like biting on leather. It's like I'm biting on leather or something, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man, please. Oh, yeah.
But I've had some good coleslaw too. I had some people make some coleslaw.
Oh yeah.
I had an auntie to make some coleslaw that was off the chain. Rest in peace, Runell, boy. She made some good coleslaw, boy. Whew. It ain't too many people that make good coleslaw. It's probably more people that make good potato salad than more people that make coleslaw. Most people buy store-bought coleslaw sometimes, but
yeah. Oh yeah.
They don't really make it from scratch. So.
Nah, not no more.
Yeah, they don't dance no more.
Hey man, it's Members Mark. I know what this is.
Oh man, Members Mark. Oh man.
You want
Hey, who bought this potato salad, man? Who bought this food giant potato salad, man?
Oh man, it's
using this welted onions and stuff, wet lettuce in there, man.
It's ice cold, man. Who made this? It's thick.
All right, the next topic: transition of starting college on your own. Even though I didn't go to college right out of high school, I've heard stories. I had homeboys, that went. And I remember when I started college, though, I saw the struggle of if you're 18, graduating high school, and you really wasn't taught how to handle business on your own, and somebody just drop you off at a college, let's say Fayetteville, 2 hours from your house, or Conway, an hour from your house. Even Eula, you may be right down the street from your house, but nobody's there but you. Being able to know where to go, who to talk to, how to handle business when they email you and say you need to turn this in for your financial aid. Being able to do those things and not put it off and be like, I'll do it tomorrow. Next thing you know, a whole month and pass. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to take care of things when they come up and not push it off, because it could be the difference between you having financing or something for school or whatever you're doing and not having it. You know what I'm saying? Getting that background check stuff done. If you want to get an apartment, you got to do certain things. You know what I'm saying? You got to have this criteria of things,
Yeah.
You have to take care of those things. And your parents might not be there to hold your hand. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to handle that. You know what I'm saying? So going to class on your own, waking up on your own, going to class on your own. You know what I'm saying? Eating on your own, eating schedule, taking care of your health, making sure you got high blood, but you don't got high blood pressure. You know what I'm saying? Diabetes and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Keeping that stuff caught up, because man, some people when they go to college, they do gain weight because you're not walking around probably as much. Depends, And some people that don't go to college, when you just at home, you eating and you're not moving around like you was in high school. You had to walk everywhere. When you get out of high school, you be like, you say that about girls, like, oh yeah, when she get out of high school, she gonna get thick, man. Cause she ain't gonna be doing all that walking around. Nah. She gonna start
Lord.
eating them little Debbie cakes, boy. It's gonna be over, man. You know what I'm saying?
Uh, but I didn't go to college,
I didn't either. I think I went
uh,
later, back around 25.
but I had family members that did. But once I saw it, I was like, because I had went to Job Corps, and it's really almost the same. It's
Yeah,
almost
was
the
it
same thing.
overwhelming? Was it overwhelming when you went to
Um,
Job Corps at first, or was it just like you just had to get used adjusted
it,
to it?
it wasn't
Cause
overwhelming
you
because
went to the old school Job, not this
yeah, I went
Job Corps
to
people see now. You
yeah, it
went to
was
the one on 21st Street. You went to the
yeah. That's
one.
what I'm saying. Like hey man, what people uncomfortable with, I was like, yeah, I'm comfortable with
and you in a high rise. It ain't like no
it.
one level on the ground, one level
Yeah,
thing. Now y'all in the high rise, so
yeah,
you can have the
yeah.
pterodome flow. You know what I'm saying? You can be on the pterodome flow.
Hey, for
Nobody even know.
real. They put all the blood. They put all the bloods and the vice lords on the five.
Oh
And put all the
man, that's crazy.
folks in the Crips on the six. For
How do they
real.
know to do that though? Did they ask you what your
That
claim was? How do they know
it,
to do that?
it's kind of like your enrollment. They were like,
Yeah,
where you from, such and such. It was
yeah,
like, yeah, we're gonna put you on the five. We're gonna put
yeah,
you on the fifth floor. Cause
yeah.
everybody was cool though. Everybody
Yeah.
was cool, but just like how it was,
But
like
that's still a transition. You go from living with your parents to living
yeah,
there. Like from
yeah.
you
But you
go from
have to,
high school living with your parents to there no parents, and you dealing with a whole nother set of dudes. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Yeah,
It
that's a
was
transition, man. You know what I'm saying?
like
Roommate that you don't know, mess with your
yeah.
stuff, and it's like I'm
I
trying to stay out of trouble, but man, they keep trying me. What I supposed to do? You know what I'm saying?
like when I thought about it, I was like, dang, I thought about this not too long. I said, man, my roommates when I first got there,
Yeah.
all three of them went to the penitentiary
Wow.
after, afterwards. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
Wow.
like I say, we went for trade. We
Yeah.
went for a trade. But and there was some like I that's the part I was like they should have did a better job on too.
Hmm.
Cause you had like 15 and 16-year-olds hanging with semi-grown people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's true.
That's one of the biggest things. But I was comfortable. You had to have your own. Like when I first got there, I had to get my own snacks and all that, my blanket, refrigerator, and all that to
Yeah.
keep in the room because it's really like uh, a well dressed up college, but
Right.
it's hood. But it's hood. It's like what's that one? It's like shorter college, like shorter college for hood folks.
Oh yeah, for
But
sure. I believe you. I'm with you.
but you had trades. You had
Yeah. And
CNA.
like say, how you so you didn't have a problem out of roommates, did you? I know some people
No,
that probably did.
I
Like
didn't.
even in college, some people have some rough roommates in college. Like you know, what I'm saying they feel like you trying to be on a straight and narrow, but dealing with another human that's not on the same page, and they're like, why the heck do you got my socks on? You know what I'm saying? Then if you
Uh,
fight them and you get suspended or something, you got to deal with the aftermath, all because this dude want to play around, do stupid stuff. You know what I'm saying?
like
Just crazy stuff. But that happens to people, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes you live in a house like this, you dealt with that already. It probably ain't never be that much of a transition. But if you was like the only child, or you didn't have to deal with like other family members living with you and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? And living with a roommate, you know what I'm saying? Or a dorm. It's a little
so.
different, that's a transition.
So put like this. It was three of us when I first got there.
Hmm.
Uh, Three of us was. I think I was probably the youngest one there. They was a
Yeah,
little. They were like it was either 1 year older or same somewhere. And then the oldest one, it was like 24 then.
yeah. Wow.
So it was like, in our room, it was like they had like two or three fights. You know what I'm
Wow.
saying? But our RA
Crazy.
was one of our RAs was Mr. Harrison, Jasmine
Yeah.
pops. And then
Yeah.
our other RA, he was from Fifth Ward, Texas. Banging.
Whoa.
You know what
Man.
I'm
That's crazy.
saying? Banging. So
Man.
So they scrapping, they ain't turn nothing in, but it was like, dang,
Yeah,
it's like the mini penitentiary up in here.
man, for real. And that's a heck of a transition because they're not telling you that when you come to Job Corps. They
Yeah.
say, "Hey, come to Job Corps. We got something for you, man. It's cool, man." And you get there, it's like, man, I might as well should have went to Cummins. You know what I'm saying? you know what I'm saying?
But it was straight though, cause you have to wash your own clothes and all that stuff.
For sure,
Yeah,
it's like no different than college. Yeah, for
yeah,
sure.
yeah. Wash your own stuff. You get 3 meals.
Yeah.
Hey, by 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, you ain't got nothing to eat. Boy, you in trouble.
But you in trouble. But yeah, guys, let us know some of the transitions that you faced. Going to college, living on your own, getting off from under the roof of your parents. I think that'd be cool for young people to understand, like hear about those. We probably talk about those a little more this summer, man. Make some topics off of those, man. 100%. So before we get into sports, we got plenty of time to do that. But I want to talk about the aftermath of tough incidents, right? The dude, the dude from Texas, right? The little young cat, that
Oh,
was caught up in the stabbing or whatever.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
They said that he's gonna be charged as an adult for first degree murder. You know what I'm saying? The tough part is that when you in a situation, you don't think about everything that can happen after until it happens. People was gassing up, talking about this and that, but you don't even hear people really talking about it no more. Everybody done moved on. But he's stuck with the aftermath, right? The worst, the best he could probably get if they'll do it, if his lawyers can do it, is he probably can get manslaughter if he can get that. You know what I'm saying? But
Oh,
you said Texas is pretty rough, right? Texas is
no,
pretty tough,
no.
right?
When Texas like what how they describe his charges, that
Yeah.
lets you know it's serious, but it ain't as serious like what you think. When you hear charge, did they say capital murder?
No, they said first degree murder. I don't think they
You
said
see what I'm
capital.
saying? That's the difference. If it was
That's still a
capital,
long time for a teenager, though. That's still a long time, though.
no, that what I'm saying. Like when you charge with
Yeah.
first degree in Texas, it's a little bit different.
What's the time? What's the minimum amount of time he can receive with
Cause you
first
can,
degree, though?
cause you can end up beating it. It's once they say
Man,
when they
it's gonna
say
be hard.
capital, oh, it's a wrap.
It's gonna be
It's a
hard
wrap.
to beat that, man.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's the difference. It's the difference in
Yeah,
Texas and Arkansas. You can
yeah.
get charged with first degree and capital here. You're going for life anyway, or
Now,
80.
if you go capital, I think you can get the death. You can get
You get
executed.
you
But yeah,
going that's
you go
life
first
without.
degree. Yeah, first degree. Yeah, you can get
You gonna do
Yeah.
about 60 to 80. You know what
But
I mean?
even I'm saying for this young man,
Yeah, but
17, he ain't even reached his grown man body yet. He
uh-huh.
gonna be in jail probably for at least 10 to 15
Yeah, that was
minimum, probably. You know what I'm saying?
that
And
was
a lot of
the
people. That's why I was trying to tell these kids. A lot of times you get caught up in that. I got to stand up, or I got to. You could have just walked away. In this situation, I think
yeah.
he could have just walked away. It wasn't. He didn't have to go through that. What he had to go through, in
Uh-huh.
my opinion, he could have just walked away. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Because now he's faced with jail time, regardless. He's
Oh
not
no.
getting out of this. He's not getting out. I can
Hey,
I can tell you right now, he's gonna do some jail time, bro. And he already in there now, right? He didn't get bailed out. Did he get bailed out? Yeah, he did get bailed out. I
hmm.
take that back. He did get bailed out. He got bailed out.
Them kids they were the aggressors. So
You said
yeah,
what?
them them brothers was the aggressors.
That's fine. I get that part,
Mm.
but somebody still died though. That's what I'm saying. The
Yeah, that's
accountability.
that
Yeah, somebody
Texas
lose a
laws.
life. Somebody gonna be accountable for that.
Texas law is different, bro. I'm telling you, they
And that's what
different.
I'm saying. But guess
They're
what?
different.
But they harder on this color skin though. I don't know. I don't know if you know what
Yeah,
color he was, but
yeah. I know what it is,
uh,
but that's what it also shows. Like, no, bro, they big on self defense down there.
I don't
Stay
know.
your
That's
ground type
uh,
stuff for
I don't think
real.
that was a situation where self defense was required though. They're gonna have to
It
prove that.
was. They was they
He
his
could have
brother.
walked away.
It,
What I'm saying
it,
is he could have walked away. It's
the
not worth it.
brother,
Right now, this dude's fighting for his life.
the brother
He's fighting for
said
his
it.
life.
The
Huh?
brother said he talked before he even got his brother, the little brother, talked to the news. They was the aggressors.
Yeah. But you got to prove that in the court of law, man. You got the jury looking at you. That's what I'm saying. Like
That's why.
it's
That's
not
why
in
it's
his
gonna get
hands.
flipped. That's why you ain't gonna hear nothing about it because they know.
Nah, you gonna hear about it. People waiting on that verdict. You gonna hear about it. I just hate that when you do that. You know, I was trying to tell kids when you do that, the aftermath is you're gonna be in court by yourself, and everybody else gonna be in the moved on. You're gonna be fighting for your life. You know what I'm saying?
Even the
And
father said. Even they father said.
what's that?
He wasn't wrong.
But I'm just saying, it's a life still was lost. You got the, like what I'm saying, law and what street law is two different things. That's all I'm saying.
Like, yeah.
And he gonna have to fight. He gonna have to try to make it make sense in court, man. And it's gonna be hard, man. It's gonna be a fight. That's all I'm saying. It's gonna be a fight. I'm not saying it can't be done, but it's gonna be a fight, man. It's gonna be an uphill fight, man, for real. Cause he not gonna have the jury of his peers. Ain't no 17, 18-year-old jurors or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a fight, man. It's gonna be a dog fight, bro.
Yeah.
It's gonna. So
Yeah,
he probably gonna have to do some jail time. He ain't gonna get out scot free. I don't know. I just don't think he gonna get out scot free.
Time served, sir.
Yeah.
Time served.
So
they was aggressive on drugs. They were the aggressors on drugs. Time served.
Okay. We'll revisit it when we come back. When he get here, we'll revisit it, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you. Yeah, I told you, man.
All right. All right. So get into the sports, man. What you think, man, so far, man? What you think about the Thunder and the Timberwolves?
It's gonna be a dog fight.
Yeah, because they up 2-1?
Yeah, it's gonna be a dog fight, but
I just don't think Ant-Man. I don't think Ant-Man has enough. The Timberwolves just have enough from top to bottom to really play with to go hard at Thunder like that.
Yeah,
I think the Thunder when they played them in game 3, I think the Thunder just said, you know what, they're up by 15, 20. Don't worry about it, man. We'll come back and get them the next game. Don't even worry about it. Let's not even put too much energy into it.
Point shaving. But man, them refs so horrible, I don't even want to watch it. You can't even touch that game. The
thing I like about the Thunder is they will score anyway. Kind of like the Pacers. They'll shoot mid-range. They don't just settle for threes and layups.
Because you can't even get by them. They gonna blow the whistle if you get by them too close.
Who?
The Thunder. You even stand too close to them, you're gonna get called for a foul.
No, the Timberwolves was actually playing really good defense on, to be honest.
I'm saying, but
I just think they just got too many. But they defense on the Timberwolves, I mean, Ant-Man is the only one that they really can on. Everybody else, they got to step up, man.
Yeah, but
that's what I'm saying.
Them refs been so bad, man. You make you not even want to watch it. But that I ain't worried about that series.
You can't blame the refs. At some point, man, you got to be suicide, man. You can't blame the
on.
refs, though, man.
Man, you can blame them if they cheat.
You know better than that. Can't blame the refs, man.
You can't blame them, but you can. Like this, man.
There you go. You ain't gonna win like that, man. You gotta figure it out.
Man, you can't figure it out if the ref's gonna blow it if
you
can walk by it. No, you can't, bro.
You can. You can figure it out.
No, you can't.
You gotta figure it out, man. You gotta will. You got a will to win, man.
That's like when the Kings played the Lakers. You can't win against that. The refs gave us so many calls, man.
Man, they choked a lot too. The Pacers did, you know that, bro. They choked a lot. I mean, it was some shots Stojakovic was shooting, and he was hitting the side of the backboard, bro.
Sir. I'm talking about the game that mattered, like the game that mattered. It took.
My thing is, you shouldn't have never let the game be that close that one shot can decide the game.
It wasn't even close. I'm talking about the Kings and the Lakers. It wasn't even close.
We're talking about with Chris Webber. We're talking about Chris Webber now.
No, it wasn't. The game that mattered, man. That game was like 30 calls.
It's just like when the Bulls played the Pacers in the playoffs. The refs was trying to do it for the Pacers, but Jordan was so efficient. It was nothing the Pacers could do, man.
Man,
Jordan.
The Kings was up by 20 something points, 25. We was
it's just like your fam. I know you don't want to say it, but that's just like your fam when they was playing the Lakers, the Blazers, Pippen them. Yeah. Why they stopped going to Rasheed Wallace? That's why they lost the game. They stopped going to Rasheed Wallace. Rasheed Wallace was killing the Lakers, man. I don't know why they stopped going to Rasheed.
That series was the Blazers was way better than the Lakers.
Yes. Yes.
But
100%.
they was getting calls, but not like that Kings
I
and
think
Lakers.
Phil Jackson just outcoached the Blazers, though. They coached them.
Yeah,
It wasn't
yeah.
out of it. I forgot the coach, but he just outcoached them, man.
That wasn't Rick
Um,
Allen? No, that was PJ.
was it Rick Adams? PJ Carlissimo? Was it PJ? I don't know. I don't know.
PJ
I know
probably-
that. I think, like I say, dude went away from Rasheed. I don't know why, because Rasheed was that dude. He should have stayed with
he was that
Rasheed.
dude.
But I don't know. I don't know what happened to Pippen, man. I don't know if he just I don't know. It's just I don't know. That game was crazy because I watched that whole game. I was like, what in the world just happened? I just knew they was gonna go to the finals, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it got close and
That
it
was
was
crazy.
there. You talking about that? Ooh, the finish seal the game with Shaq.
Yeah. You should never let a game be that close if you want to beat a team, especially in the NBA. Never let a game be that close. Ever. I don't care what team. You never let a game. Don't ever. If you can put your foot on the team neck, you better put your foot on their neck so the game can't be decided by a call or some weird play. You know what I'm saying? Ever.
Because you had Kobe
That's what was
Bean-
good about
Kobe
Jordan. That's what
Bean
was good about
Bryant.
Jordan.
You had Kobe Bean Bryant.
He wasn't even really at that point yet. You know what I'm
Man,
saying?
he was at that point. Y'all just didn't see. He was
Man,
at that
so
point.
you just said the Blazers was a better team, right?
They were the
That's
better.
what you just
They
said.
were the better team. I'm talking about
What you just said. That's what I'm telling you. They didn't close the deal though. If you don't close the
Right.
deal, you're
Yeah.
gonna lose the game. You know what I'm saying? It's just
Yeah,
like
but-
with the Wolves, man. I just think the Wolves don't have enough firepower, man for man, to
I
go
think
against
they might be
the
tired.
Thunder, man.
They might be tired.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you. They don't have enough
Tired, man.
firepower.
They got
Man,
the firepower. They just tired. They didn't
I
have.
don't
They
think they
didn't went
do.
through two or three
I
good
don't think they
series.
do. I don't think they do.
Who did
man.
the Thunder play?
think
What recognizable team did the Thunder play that would be like?
they played the
okay,
Nuggets. They played the Nuggets.
Get out of here with no coach.
The Thunder just got a good team, man.
Get out of here.
SGA is averaging like 30 some points in the playoffs. He's
Yeah, 'cause
averaging 30.
He a free throw merchant. They
Yeah.
giving him 15 calls.
But he
15.
got help too, though. He got Darren
Man,
Williams. He
man,
balling
they
out.
ain't doing nothing now, man. You nothing.
Yeah.
Ref slowed up the game. They taking away. They taking away from the game. We see that.
I think it's a lot of dudes on the Wolves, man. They ain't stepping up. Like your boy Julius Randle, trash.
There you go.
He out there. He out there letting Hungry block his shot. Man, you should be dunking on Hungry. Chet Hungry, man. He out there. Go this way. I'm gonna go this. Oh, he blocked my shot. Oh, man. Julius Randle trash, man. I try to tell you, man.
If you watch the series,
He had 6 points. He had a game. It was a playoff game. He had 6 points.
You ain't watching the series.
He had a playoff game where I watched. He was getting blocked by Chet Hungry.
Man, them refs dictating that whole series, bro.
He had a game where he had 6 points, man.
And the refs dictating everything.
You
can't do nothing.
He had a playoff game where he had 6 points, bro.
The first 2 or 3 series, they letting them play bully ball. Soon as you start playing against the Thunder, boy, you foul, charge.
So you got to change the game. If he would shoot more mid-range jumpers, I think he'll be more efficient, in my opinion. Well, some reason he don't want to do it.
Because you got to play his game.
Man.
You got to
be able to adjust. You got to be able to adjust your game.
Yeah, his game is inside out, not outside.
But he can't play inside because they got too many long defenders on the inside, bro.
Yeah.
So you got to adjust. You got to bring it out a little bit. Shoot that mid-range.
Stop it, bro.
Okay. All right. And that's why he getting 6 points. That's why he ain't scoring, man.
Stop. You got the freak. Yeah, the refs gonna blow the whistle. He look at him. He look at him.
All right. Knicks and Pacers. What you think about that? Knicks and Pacers. What you think about that?
It's going 7 off top.
You think it's going 7? I don't know. I think the Pacers balling, man. Cat, if he play like he played last game and he dominate the inside, more stuff for that, they could probably go 7. I would give them 7, but Cat, man, dude be on and off. He kind of play like Julius Randle too, man. He be that's why they sat him down. He sat him down the other game. He sat him on the bench like, man, you gonna keep playing that perimeter game. You might as well just sit down somewhere, man. There's no way, man. You got Siakam on you, man. You cannot take this dude to the rack or post him up and dunk.
That's a proven champion, though.
That don't mean he can't. That don't mean he can stop you because he's a proven champion.
He got the.
Man, he ain't no defender like that. He good on offense though. He longer than a mug on offense though. He long, man. That's a long dude, man.
He a proven
Man,
champion.
he take 2 steps. He at the basket, man. It's unreal, man.
You know what it takes to get.
I'm talking about on defense though. I don't think if he really played to his game, Cat, it will be nobody on a Pacers team that can hold dude. I don't even think Miles Turner wants to smoke with dude down there. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think nobody do.
But if you don't do it though, they like, man, stay out on the perimeter. That's fine. Yeah. They said Brunson was ball hogging. Wasn't nobody else hitting no shots. I think if it'd be different if you pass it. You think if it passed to OG and OG was hitting shots, OG was out there, man, throwing up some crazy shots.
They forgot what got him there, and then
Boy.
now he's shooting too much. Okay,
boy, Brunson. I don't know how he be scoring, but he be scoring, man. My brother's about 6'3". I told him Brunson like 6'3".
It might be pushing it.
Cause Halliburton 6'5", I think 6'5".
Yeah, Brunson.
Think about that. He's 6'5" playing point guard. 6'5" playing point guard. Huh?
Brunson just a wide body. Yeah, wide body.
You know how to use it too. Yeah, he be hitting some shots. You be like, man, how did he get that off, man? But yeah, I was thinking about Halliburton. I was telling why 6'5" is like that's the point guard. When we was in high school, you got to play center like that. You didn't have no choice in the matter, man. Unless the coach knew you could do it, he'll let you do it. But
yeah, he's 6'2". Yeah, he's 6'2".
Who is 6'2"? That makes sense. Yeah, because Halliburton's 6'5", and they be. Yeah, when they stand by each other, you can kind of tell the height difference, man. Yeah.
6'2" with a wide body.
I didn't know Halliburton played for the Kings. Why Kings, they been falling off. They be having some good players, man. I don't know what's up with the Kings, man.
Yeah.
Man, they had Halliburton, they had Boogie, man. God, they had Tyreek Evans, Kmart. Man, they had some ballers, man. Bobby, was it the little ball-headed dude name?
Oh, you talking about Bobby Jackson?
Yeah, Bobby Jackson. That's some ballers, man. They just I don't know something about that team, man. I don't know, man. He go to the Pacers, man. This dude in the MVP running, man. I'm like, man. If they beat the Knicks, then they may win a chip this year. I don't know, man. That's gonna be a good series. If the Pacers and Thunder played each other, that actually be a pretty good series. But SGA, dude is efficient in the mug, man. You can't stop that dude, man.
He is getting calls like superstar calls.
Is he a superstar?
He a star.
You don't think he's a superstar? He just won the MVP. You gonna disrespect this dude, man?
Karl Malone won. Karl Malone won.
Huh?
Karl Malone won the MVP too.
So Karl Malone won a superstar? Man, you crazy.
Karl Malone
was a superstar. Yes.
Get out of here.
Yes, he was a superstar. Man,
get out of
crazy,
here.
Man.
Get out of here.
Man, you crazy, man.
Karl Malone was a superstar.
Karl Malone was that dude, man. The power forward, man. That little ugly little Statue of Liberty dunk. Man, Karl Malone was that dude. I don't know why you tripping.
Superstar. Get out.
He was.
No, he wasn't.
He was.
Say you took John Stockton off the team, he would be exactly what he
was. They both needed each other. I think they both needed each other, man. I mean, if you take Pippen off the team, would Jordan have made it that far?
Made it that far? Huh? No. But Jordan still
what's the difference? I'm saying every superstar you gotta have a star. Every superstar gotta have a star, though, right?
So who was the superstar?
Jazz
team. Who's the superstar of that Jazz team?
Karl Malone was. John Stockton was the star.
Man.
So you telling me John Stockton was a superstar?
Way better, way efficient than Karl Malone ever was. And that's big facts. Crazy,
man. But Karl Malone scored the points, though. He the one laid down the law.
Why you think he scored?
100%.
Why you think he scored? Because the real superstar
was scoring before Stockton got there too. He was scoring before Stockton got there too. Yes, he was in the 80s. Yeah,
Stockton was there before him.
Man, I don't know what you talking about, man. Karl Malone was that dude, man. I don't know what you got against Karl Malone. Karl Malone was that dude, though.
He was a star.
I don't even like Karl Malone, but I respect that. He was a superstar, man. 100%. You got to think they beat the Lakers. They beat the Lakers in the. They beat the Lakers with Kobe and Shaq.
Yeah,
they went and played the Bulls.
And what happened next year? Yo, you had I think Kobe might have been his second season. I think it might have been his second year.
It wasn't the second season.
When he
It
shot the
wasn't the
red
second
balls,
season. It wasn't like it's like what 90s. It was toward the Jordan end of
97.
Jordan career.
That was
Toward the end of
97,
Jordan career,
98.
yeah. That wasn't his
97,
first. That
98.
wasn't his first year. That probably like his
No,
third or
I ain't
fourth
say
year.
first year. I said probably maybe
Oh.
second or third. I want to say second because Eddie Jones there is first
Karl
year.
Malone was a perennial all-star since he came in the league, like right before Jordan did. Yeah, he was balling, bro. Karl Malone was balling. When he had the Duke curl in his head, he was balling,
Superstar.
dunking
Karl
on
Malone
dudes.
wasn't no damn superstar.
That's your opinion, man. Okay.
Mm.
He was. I'm saying he was.
Superstar Michael Jordan. Superstars.
So Dominique was done. It was superstars: Michael Jordan, Dominique Wilkins, Magic
Isaiah
Johnson,
Thomas.
Karl Malone, Isaiah Thomas.
Do not no, don't throw in Karl Malone. Karl
Karl
Malone was
Malone was the best player on the Utah Jazz team, hands down, man. I don't care
no,
what you
sir.
say, man.
Everybody
Yes, he
knows.
was.
Man, look at the stats, man. Look at the stats.
You wouldn't get the assist. If you wouldn't get the assist with Karl Malone wasn't scoring though. In order to get an assist,
Why do
you
you
got
think?
the person
Why do
has
you
to
think?
score.
Because he ran it so smooth. Because he knew.
But in order to get an assist, the person has to
You gotta
score,
get
right or wrong.
You gotta get the ball to him.
But he still got to score though. You can get the ball to him, but he still got to
Anybody
score.
can run.
And guess what? He has to only take one dribble and score. Because if you do more than one dribble, you lose the assist, right?
Get out of here.
Right?
Get out of here.
Man, when you
Who
look
is
at Karl
this
Malone
guy,
back in the
man?
day, he was the face of the franchise. Now I don't care what you say.
Karl Malone.
They were so mad when he went to the Lakers, man. They were so mad, man. But he was the face of the franchise, bro. He had that fadeaway jumper too, man.
He was
Even though he was on that juice. Even though he was
he
on
was a-
that juice.
He was
Boy,
a total. He wasn't. I give him that. He wasn't on the
Nah, man, you
he
ain't that big. In your 50 towards your end of your career, it's the late 30s and 40. Nah, man.
No, Karl Malone country. He country.
I know he country. I know he was
Yeah,
the backwoods of Louisiana, but you ain't that big. You ain't that buff
He
though.
is.
Nah,
Like you,
ain't nobody that
I'm
buff.
telling you, bro. That dude, they're one of the ones. Like, man, you dude just toss hay all the time. Toss hay, lift weights, man.
Dry trucks, man.
And mess with
That's
young
what they
girls.
do cold. That's why I
I
do.
don't like him. I don't like him.
No, I understand that. I understand that part. I get it. He was
He
like
ain't
them dudes in high school. Them little high school dudes messing with them young girls, man. They know.
He was 20 messing with a 12-year-old. Get out of here. I don't like him.
But yeah, Knicks and Pacers, man. Who you think gonna win this? You think the Knicks gonna win this series?
Nah.
Yeah, I don't think they are either. I think
I
think they're gonna have to get like a solid three, like a 3-position player. They got to get a solid 3, or they gonna because some of them dudes they good role players, but they not solid though. Like Mikal Bridges, he okay, but he ain't like that dude though. You know what I'm saying?
He that dude, but he just I don't know. I don't think he's having a tough time because he got to guard a Halliburton.
Man,
he got to guard him. Like it's taken away from his offense because he got to chase this little skinny dude.
I think they need to get Mark Jackson. I don't know why they went. People looking at the YouTube and stuff was on Facebook. Man, they need to get Mark Jackson, man. Get rid of Thibodeau and get Mark Jackson, man.
Yeah,
that's what they need to get, man.
Like I don't think Moses what's his name? I don't want to say wrong. Denver old coach. He ain't gonna be on the market too long.
Oh, Mike Malone.
Mike Malone, yeah.
Yeah.
He's not gonna be on the market too long.
I don't know, man. I don't know if was he really that good or he just had a really good team.
No, he was. He
was.
He made adjustments. That's what I liked about him. I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah, it was. They said too, man, that he the locker room turned on him because he really liked Westbrook. He talk crazy to him, talking about y'all need to play more like Westbrook or something like that.
Man, we just got him. I can see that. But
they said that it's alleged that he allegedly punched Aaron Gordon in the eye.
I knew it. I said, yo, that sounds like
man.
because
It sound like so he would
yeah,
do.
that sound
No,
like yeah, I can see that.
oh man,
It was
that's
either
funny,
him
man.
or Mike Porter Jr. One of the two.
Michael Porter, I think they're gonna have to let dude go. Somebody gonna offer him a ton of money, man. I don't know who.
It's gonna
They
be
gonna they
Jordan.
gonna have to let. Yeah, he gonna be somebody franchise player, man.
You know what I'm saying? He gonna send him to
Cause
a
I know he don't like his role right now. He just ain't saying
Mhm.
that. He pretty smart, but he been getting in a lot of heat too. Him and his brother with that gambling stuff.
Yeah,
I think he kind of trying to stay under the radar because he was under a
I
lot of
think
heat.
that boy gonna end up in probably Orlando somewhere.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that
I
would be
think
nice.
so.
Him and Pablo.
Yeah.
Who you
Or
think the Lakers gonna get? Who you think the Lakers gonna get this offseason, man?
nobody. We ain't got no money. We ain't got
Boy,
no
he ain't
money.
got no money.
We
No
ain't got
money,
no
man.
money. Draft picks.
Ooh.
None of that. Like they just trying to move pieces, man.
I think they're gonna trade Connect. They're gonna find somewhere for Connect to go. They're gonna find.
Yeah, the way they didn't play him, I was like, yeah, he's
Yeah,
out
they
of there.
probably gonna try to. I wouldn't be surprised if they trade Austin Rivers, man. Try to get him up out of there too.
I don't know who Austin Rivers is.
Hmm?
I
I thought
don't
you said. I thought you said. I thought you said you like Austin Rivers. What happened, man?
know.
Flushed. So
You
you done
talking about
flushed him
Austin? You
already.
talking about Austin Reeves? Oh,
Reeves, Rivers. I don't know. He play like when they both the same. They both the
no,
same.
no, sir, don't disrespect.
Man, boy, out of there, man. Trade him back to the Ozarks, man. Get a draft pick for him, man. Get him out of there, man.
No, you hate on him
I
so.
can't believe the Lakers. I think the Lakers had a chance to get Buddy Hield. They didn't even want to get him, man. He was balling for the Warriors, man. They probably would have helped the Lakers out. They could have got Buddy Hield, man.
I think that ship sailed.
Yeah, I think the Warriors over with, man. I know they probably gonna try, but you remember I told you. Matter of fact, before we get off here, remember I told you why Pat Riley didn't give him that money? There you go. See what he do with the Warriors, man.
Nah, it wasn't. Nah,
They get tapped out, man. He tapped out, man. Yeah, I told you, man.
They
Dudes we want that money, man, knowing you ain't gonna get max dollar, man. You ain't, man. You old, man. You old and busted, man. Man,
Nah, Pat
that
just
dude didn't
cheap.
want to shoot the ball. That shit, he didn't want to shoot
Pat
the
don't
ball
give
last
nobody
year,
no
man.
match. Pat ain't giving
Yeah,
nobody no match. He ain't,
that's true.
that's why they supposed to be a lottery pick real soon. They could be lottery picks real soon.
Yeah, they're gonna have to ask dude to step down. They ain't gonna never get no good free agents to come there, man. I think until they change free agents, they're not gonna get nobody to come there
Yeah,
unless do a trade.
he got that bad rap now. Don't nobody want to come there.
They said the Mavericks might get Cooper Flag, man.
They ain't gonna make no
But
deal.
somebody get them a heck of a trade package. I think they said the Celtics was thinking about doing it, giving them a heck of a trade. Ooh, what if they trade Jaylen Brown to the Mavs, man? Get Cooper Flag, man, because they don't want to pay that $500. They finna run up on like a $500 roster salary cap thing. You know what I'm saying?
They
They
just
probably be paying
paid
luxury
Jalen.
tax too,
They
huh?
just paid Jalen. I don't know. I don't know.
Man, one of them ain't gonna be able to stay for long. Because it's gonna cost too much, man. And I
Yeah.
think they were trying to win a championship to justify trade one of them, but now since Jason Tatum got injured and that bill for to come up, man, I'm
He
telling you, one of them
devastated.
gonna have to get traded.
It's probably gonna be
I
Jason.
probably would keep Jalen. I probably keep Jalen though. Jalen the dude. I keep Jalen though. I know
Yeah.
Tatum probably more the face of the franchise. He got more of the marketability, but man, I'll probably keep
That's,
Jalen
that,
Brown though.
that
Jalen
injury.
Brown, the dude, man.
That injury kind of messed it up.
Yeah. Well, if he went to the Mavs though with
Yeah, they
boy,
gave him.
him and Kyrie, and
Yeah.
we.
I'm gonna say Kyrie
And
coming off
then
the.
put what's name at the three? Clay.
Uh,
I think Clay gonna end up going back to the Warriors. Now I don't know why. I think Clay was
mhm.
going back to the Warriors. They were like, you know what, man, we messed up, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
What if what's his name went back to OKC?
Oh.
Kevin Durant. What if he went back to OKC?
Yeah,
Ooh,
cause
that would be
I
a
think
crazy team, boy. Man,
I think he up.
come off the bench. Have him coming off the bench with that second unit, man, scoring. Ooh. Then the fourth quarter, have him and SGA on the floor.
I
You
don't
can't
know.
double both of them. You ain't gonna be able to double both of them.
He might pull a Melo. I ain't coming out no
Huh?
basketball. He might put a Carmelo. I ain't coming off
We'll
that
go to the
bench.
Lakers.
I
Talking
ain't
about go to the
coming off
Lakers.
that bench. I ain't coming off
Oh
that
yeah, he
bench.
said he coming off that bench.
I ain't
Yeah,
coming
he
off
need to
that
go to
bench.
the Lakers. I think he should go to the Lakers, man. If he's smart, he should go to the Lakers. I know he don't want to do it because LeBron there, but if he went to the Lakers, man, whew,
I don't
man,
know.
that'd be crazy.
Yeah,
Man, that'd
I'll
be
be
crazy.
worried. Yeah, I'll be worried.
Well, why you be worried, man?
Nah, I'll be
That'll be
worried
the
for the
highest
Luka.
scoring team. That'll be the highest scoring team probably
Yeah,
in the league, easy. Cause you can't double nobody. You got to play everybody almost man to man.
yeah. I'll be worried
See?
because still ain't got no big.
That's true. They probably get some little value budget, some pick five from Food Giant kind of big man though, just to feel that shit. Cause they can't really get nobody really. Who they
Nah, I
really
think,
gonna get?
yeah, I think, I think, I don't think we got like a second round big, maybe.
Mm.
Maybe.
Oh man.
But I think with Brian with that player option, I think he leaving like maybe 125 or it's either 75 or 125 somewhere on the
Yeah.
table.
What's some of the players that really like? You know how they say the average player
Hmm.
last about 5 to 7 years and then they're out. What's some of those players that I think that we people like we know about him maybe because we saw him playing, but a lot of kids don't probably know about him. Like Nick Van Axel, was he one of them players? He was good, but he was that average career kind of span because he just never really fit in the team like that. Like
Yeah,
Nick Van
like yeah,
Axel, Cedric Sabathis, dude was cold. He had a
yeah,
cold name too. He was
yeah.
cold too. They was on the same team at one time. Him, Cedric Sabathis, and Eddie George. It's like, man,
But
cold.
my dad hated Eddie Jones.
They did, man.
Yeah,
Jones, that dude,
yeah,
man.
that's
Eddie
what I
Jones
was
was
trying to
cold.
tell him. I was like, man, Eddie Jones, that dude.
Eh,
That
Jamal
man.
Mashburn. I think Jamal Mashburn was having health problems. Jamal Mashburn. I love Jamal Mashburn was like one of them Ball Park kind of players, like it's down in the South End or something. That's who he played like. He wasn't
Like,
like he wasn't like over theatrical. He had that turnaround jumper. And that's
mm-hmm.
the kind of dude if you have on your team, you probably gonna run the park that day. If you on your
uh,
team, you gonna run the park that day.
like even though he still get recognition, but
Cool.
um players like Mitch Richmond, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, Mitch Richmond was cold. Even though he got kicked out the league, he was cold
Yeah,
too. My
yeah,
oof, man, that dude was
yeah.
cold. Man.
They blackballed him, man.
They
They
blackballed him,
blackballed.
but yeah, he was cold, man. He
He was
had that little
cool.
that little pump fake he do. He go,
Yeah,
and then go around you, shoot that.
man, killing
He was
everybody.
cold,
Well, not
man.
I don't- can't say killing, but man, it
I
was
know, right?
scorching. It was scorching
Yeah, he
everybody.
was cold. He was out there scorching them. Michael Finley. He had actually he played with Dallas for a long time, but yeah, he was pretty
Mm-hmm.
good. Michael Finley
Yeah.
just was kind of low key. Um,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well,
Josh Howard kind of played like a dude that played in like South
Josh
End.
Howard had game. I like this game.
Yeah, he just talking crazy on his social media, man. Talking crazy, man.
Now, Josh, I don't think he couldn't stop smoking that weed, man.
No, I thought he got messed because he made that video talking crazy, man.
No, it was like him and OJ Mayo. They made this game.
Oh, OJ Mayo,
Yeah.
man. Yeah, OJ Mayo.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was cold. I don't know what happened. Maybe when he went to the Bucks, it just wasn't the
Mm-mm.
same. But
It was
boy,
the
he was
weed.
cold, huh?
It
Oh,
was the
that's what
weed.
it was.
He kept getting at him. He kept failing them drug tests.
Damn, you got the name like that, you gotta be cold. When you got
Yeah.
the OJ, man,
The,
you
the, the
gotta be
juice,
cold, man.
man. That's juice, man.
Rudy Gay was cold. I don't know what happened to Rudy Gay. He was cold in Connecticut. He was
Oh,
cold
he went.
too.
He started ended up being like a veteran real early.
Yeah,
They started
he was
giving.
cold. I like Rudy Gay. He was pretty cold too. I just think if Rudy Gay was a better shooter, it's like he wasn't consistent in shooting. He was real good at athletic, but when you start getting injured a lot and you got to rely on now you can't do those things,
I
that's
think
when you
he.
start to kind of fade too.
I think he. His shooting was what kept him in the league. 'Cause I want. He might have retired this year,
Yeah.
but yeah, he was like like the Vince Carter role. He had that Vince Carter role for the
What's the name
longest.
had What's that dude? Though he was all right, but he played with Joe. He would have had a better wingman. Josh Howard. Was it Josh Howard? Dude would dunk on you in a minute, but he had the
Oh, you
ugly
talking
jump.
about
The
Josh?
left hand dude. The left hand
Josh? Dang.
Smith. I'm sorry, was it Smith?
Josh Smith. Yeah.
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 Man, if Joe would have had a better cast, man. But yeah, he had Josh Smith. Oh man.
Josh
Mookie
Smith.
Blaylock, he was cold too. A lot of people don't
Yeah.
don't know about dude. Mookie Blaylock was cold too.
Solid. That's what you call a solid point guard.
Steve Smith was cold too. He played a little longer than 7 years, but he was cold too.
Mhm.
Allen Houston, that dude had the coldest jumper, man.
He
The most wettest
disappeared
jumper.
too after that.
Even my boy that went to UNLV, man, UNLV, man, that's probably one of the coldest teams you ever seen in your life. For you kids, you go back and watch that team with Larry Johnson,
Yeah.
Greg Anthony, and Stacey.
Yeah.
Man, I thought dude was 7 feet. I didn't even know he was 6'8". I thought he was 7
Yeah.
feet the way he would
I would've
dominate
said-
dudes down there.
Yeah, I would have gave like 6'9", at least 6'9".
Wasn't he 6'9"? That's how tall he was. Wasn't he 6'9"? Larry
6'9",
Johnson?
6'10". Oh, who? Larry
Yeah.
Johnson?
Yeah, Larry Johnson.
Nah, Larry Johnson short.
6'8". What about 6'8"?
I want to say Larry Johnson maybe 6'5",
Look him up. Let me look him. Nah, he wasn't
Maybe
6'5". He was taller than that. He was taller than that.
maybe 6'5".
I would say 6'6", 6'7", at least. Let me look. Hold on, Larry Johnson.
He was just a big. He was just a big. He was just a big body. He wasn't.
See, he was 6'7". Yeah, he was
Oh.
6'7".
Oh,
Yeah, it
damn,
makes
he
sense. He about
talking.
6'7".
And that's playing power forward.
Oh man, he was dunking like he was 6'11" though. He was out there, man, giving it to dudes, man. Oh man. I remember dude from Arkansas he tried to play defense on Michael Jordan and got torched. Was it Corey Beck? I think he played for the Hornets. Oh man. Oh.
That's my boy.
I think we already talked about Petrovic. We talked about Petrovic. He was cold with them three. Him and Reggie Miller. Reggie Miller, man, he could play longer than 7 years, but it's nobody that play like dude no more. They run off screens and shoot like that. I don't think nobody do that no more. That's like a lost art. But man, dude used to do it. I don't think he ever really just dribbled the ball and did ISO unless somebody throw off his screen or something. He'll dribble one time and shoot or something like that.
Yeah.
But
That's
dude
what
ran
made
them screens, them double screens.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
I think that's what's making the Pacers so good because he's really running like the Reggie routes,
Who?
Halliburton, but he can't dribble, but he will dribble and still carry the shot.
He get out there and start herking and jerking and then shoot that. His jumper is so weird. It's like he got a set jumper. It's weird. It's not like right here. It's like right here. But it go in though. It's a crazy way how he shoot it, but it go in though.
Even what's his name on the court? I like this game. He wasn't big. Brent Barry was pretty straight.
Oh yeah, Brent Barry played for the Cavaliers.
Yeah,
Did I play for the Cavaliers? Yeah, he had that pick and roll with Brad Daugherty. He would hug him tight, and he would just come off that thing and shoot. He had like a really quick jumper. He would shoot, man, coming off that pick and roll. He was cold with it. You remember Terrell Brandon played for Cavaliers? He was cold too. He just didn't have no help. Terrell Brandon. He got Sean Kidd, but Sean Kidd was fat at that point.
Yeah, he was over after that.
He was over after that. You know what I'm saying? That's when he started drinking stuff too. Going to Cavalier, he probably just get drinking. Vin Baker, he was good, but he started drinking though.
Yeah, Vin Baker.
Michael Redd, he was one of the players who maybe 4 years, 5 years max, something like that.
I want to say he had a good 3 years.
Left hand, he had that dirty left though, man.
I think he had a good 3-year run, 3-4 years.
3-year run, yeah. Man. That dirty left though was cold though.
Don't forget my boy Coutinho.
Oh yeah, Coutinho Mobley. Yeah, Coutinho Mobley was cold. Him and Steve Francis, yeah, that was cold, man.
And a lot of kids don't know about Steve Francis.
Boy, Steve Francis had one of the coldest crossovers, like right under Iverson. He was next, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I said, it got to be like Iverson, Tim Hardaway, and probably Steve Francis. You know what I'm saying?
I think it was Tim Iverson. And then
That's why I
Steve.
just said Tim Iverson and Steve. That's what I said. Yeah.
I thought you
That
had put
killer
out
crossover. That that killer crossover cold, man.
cold. So
That
sleep.
killer
He gonna rock you
crossover
to sleep.
cold.
He gonna rock you to sleep.
Man, when he was playing Miami, he was playing with the Bulls one time. When they used to have that rivalry. He did it to them one time. It was so crazy. They was running the zone defense, and he rocked them and then went around them. I was like, man, that dude crazy.
Go.
But yeah, the AI was cold at 1-on-1. But yeah, Tim Hardaway, he do it in the fast break everywhere. You can just think about it, he'll do it. It'll be done. But yeah. The only thing about Tim Hardaway, though, he would shoot some unill-advised shots, man. Random threes, and it wouldn't even go in. So when he got older, he'd just pull up and shoot the three. Like, man, what is this dude doing, man?
Doing? It looked like a good shot, coach. My bad.
Yeah, I say Allen Houston had that J. What's the dude that played for the Hornets, but he died in the car wreck? Wesley. He had he was pretty cool.
That was about
Dante Wesley.
He died in the car wreck. That was about that was Bobby Fields. That was Bobby Fields.
Was it one Dante Wesley?
Nah, Dante Wesley. He played for a little minute. You talking about Bobby Fields? That was a big buff dude.
Okay. Yeah, light skinned dude.
Yeah, and he was solid too. On the court.
Yeah. What's my actually was good in college? Darvin Ham, he actually was good in college, man. And Xavier.
That's why I was like, he had something with the Nuggets. I don't like him, man. Hands in the pocket, man. Come on, get out of here.
See, they playing right now. They're in the second quarter. In the Thunder up 53-44, man. I don't think the Wolves got enough, man.
Yeah,
they go tit for tat with them, man. Nah, they ain't got enough, man.
I think if they lose this series, Ant-Man gonna take the full blame for it.
No, he can't, man. They didn't help him, man. He can't do it all by himself, man. I mean,
he gonna take the full blame. Why?
He's a superstar, right?
Yeah, he's a superstar. Mm-hmm.
Julius Randle.
And show up.
But Julius Randle feel like he think he deserved to be the superstar. He ain't no superstar.
Everybody know Ant-Man superstar.
Yeah.
But you compare Ant-Man to Karl Malone. Who's the star? Who's the superstar? Which one is
Karl Malone?
The superstar?
Karl Malone. Karl Malone's proven. I mean, his legacy's proven, man.
Get out of here.
He done been to the final. He went to the finals back to back.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Who else was on that team that could have carried the Utah Jazz? Jeff Hornacek? Get out of here, man. Yeah. It was Karl Malone, man.
And what did they do? Hold on. After Karl Malone left,
Can't do nothing after he left. Can't do nothing after he left.
Yeah, because I think what's called. No, he was still coaching.
I know they had Darren Williams when he left when John Stockton retired. They had Darren Williams, but Darren Williams kept getting injured. Hit them ankles because he couldn't keep them ankles hooked. He couldn't keep them ankles working, man. He had a cold crossover too. But when he went there to play with Joe, I thought they was gonna be cold too, man. I liked that team, but he couldn't. He kept getting injured though, man. His ankles couldn't get right though.
They about to trade their whole team for them, did they?
Man. I mean, that Joe was balling though, man. He was out there giving dudes, man. I mean, he was out there balling. It was kind of like, remember Tracy McGrady was with Grant Hill. Grant Hill just could never get healthy, man. Like if Grant Hill would have got healthy, ain't no telling what they could have done if Grant Hill would have been healthy, man.
Bunch of what is, yeah. Grant Hill was, he was cold, man.
Yeah, them ankles, man. I had that microfracture. He was one of the first people to kind of get that done. They didn't really know how to do it.
Yeah.
He could never get that ankle right, man. By the time he did, he was older. When he went to Phoenix after that, though.
You see how fast they coming back from them Achilles injury?
Yeah, they probably getting Achilles from a cadaver or something. Man, when you got that much money, you can do all kind of stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you remember when Deion had that situation where he had to get his toes cut off?
Yeah, turf toes, yeah.
No, that wasn't turf. He was losing circulation to the feet.
Circulation. Like he was
It
battling
was
that turf toe, but I
yeah.
think it was
But
maybe it might have been
you know what
diabetes.
happened to regular people? You know what happened to regular people when you lose circulation? They almost cut your whole leg off. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? They're not even gonna try to save you. Like, man, you don't even make enough money to try to save your blood, your veins or whatever, man. Because when he went to Colorado, he had some specialists come in and they said they was gonna go in and repair the blood vessels and stuff in the circulation and stuff like that. Because he didn't want to lose his leg, you know what I'm saying? He was in jeopardy of losing his whole leg, you know what I'm saying? And they went in and repaired it. That's what money do for you, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think
People say it ain't all about the money. I beg to differ. He just depends, man.
Hey, play, cue the music.
What's that?
Must be the money.
I need to get that. Do I got that on here?
Gotta
Okay,
get that right.
I had it on here one time. I don't know if I still got it or not though.
Man, I jam that at least. I jam that at least once a week.
Oh yeah, it's all about the money. But I got your Hey, how's that doing now? How's that doing in the markets, man?
Trash.
Oh, shit is trash. Shit is trash. Oh,
Say,
ain't
man,
nobody
that stuff-
buy this stuff, man. Ain't nobody
It's
buy
too
this
high.
stuff.
It's too high
Oh,
for
it is? It's too high.
It's too high for in this market, man. It's too high.
Oh, he trying to sell it like it's Budweiser or something instead of like making it like
Pass
Bush.
Budweiser.
He need to sell it like Bush White. He need to sell it like Bush. He need to like what's it
Hey,
called?
man,
Milwaukee Best. He need to sell like that price.
I
Milwaukee
don't want
Best
to
price.
say this is Milwaukee Business again. It's all right, man. It's all right, man.
Oh, all right, y'all. We're about to get up out this thing, man. That's funny.
Trash.
That's right.